We're live.
What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy, Tommy G, battling through the sty still. I mean, I'm a fucking absolute gladiator here with you live on Thursday for the Stay Cashin show. Bill Rupp, I showed you the initial sty this morning. Went forward hat today, kind of shield it a little bit, changed the lighting.
He went with the ultra curve to try to completely cut.
Yeah, no one wants to see that nasty.
I'm trying to keep that kind of covered a little bit
about
over there.
people puking on here.
Yeah, I was gonna go with the sunglasses. Decided to bail on that. Thought it would be a little fucking cheesy.
I would come over right now and pop that.
I have to admit, I did put makeup on. I did. I put some cover up. Cover up. Well, I mean, listen, I cannot tell a lie.
The showman.
Pull up, and you're not supposed to do that.
Why do you
frigging woman?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I did
that. What single man has makeup in their house?
I do. I have a little cover up.
You weren't single anymore.
In case you get a pimple. In case you had a pimple.
Yeah, but you leave the pimple there like a man.
No, you got to be on air and shit and camera.
Who cares? We all get them.
Yeah, no. Just a little rub on it.
Little woman, you.
Listen, I'm a diva.
You just lost like so many cool points.
I can't lose points if I'm admitting it because you would never know.
Oh, you'd know. You lost them.
Lost them.
I think I gained them.
I think it's respectable that you're honest.
I mean, it's transparency points, if nothing else.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, got to do what you got to do. It's not easy to look like this at 43, Bill.
I mean, you're the only person in northern New Jersey who doesn't like Tommy DeVito.
I like Tommy DeVito. I love Tommy DeVito. My whole point is he's got it. Dude, you guys agree with me. So let's start there. Tommy DeVito needs to come out in a tracksuit.
We agreed.
100%.
He has to come out in an all-white tracksuit at like Soprano style. Can't come out in a purple.
I have my Adidas pants on for him today.
It's not tracksuit. That's like Costco discount rack.
Well, I got my Adidas pants for him.
Wow. But I mean, full tracksuit. Imagine a little white hat with the full tracksuit walking in with the gold chain. That's how he's got to come in. I don't like the purple. I don't like that.
You'd be killing him just like his agent if you walked in like that.
I mean, the agent's got it. We got to talk.
You're not cool. You're not. Cool.
No, I am. I am the only Italian here, so I am the only point that matters.
No. You don't care about Big Tom, and
I love Big Tom.
I
love the Tommy Cutlets thing. I love these Italian. I love the fucking. I love all of it.
Rackets and I are into that, not you.
Listen, you admitted, Bill, if Tommy DeVito, like he walked out to the game, walked into a bar, a high-end lounge in Jersey with that outfit, there'd be a problem with the mafia guys there, with the Italians there.
Of course.
Right? So it's not the right look. I'm trying to advise him. I'm trying to actually help him.
That was a bold look.
Once you go for, and that's not Italian. That's not Tommy DeVito. He, lives at home with his mom, eating chicken cutlets, doing the fucking, you can't come out like with the Russell Westbrook-esque thing. Next thing he's going to be wearing a Louis Vuitton fanny pack and wearing a dress. Like, stay Italiano. Rackets, I'm right.
He is right. But
I am right. Full tracksuit.
At the same time, if he came out in the full tracksuit, everyone would be like, "Look at this fucking Guido."
Yeah, but you know what? It fits. It fits.
I think they would like it.
We would love it.
I think people would like it.
Dude, sweats top to bottom.
What Tommy's missing is Tommy DeVito is literally Tommy G from 22 when he was a rave fucking
Tommy G Vito.
Dancer,
Tommy G Vito.
DJ, wearing all the crazy shit, the headbands, the fucking wristbands.
Weather permitting. And some other circumstances, I did get an invite to Big Tom and his wife's next cookout tailgate at the Meadowlands.
Oh.
What do you mean you got a big invite?
Big Tom, Tommy DeVito's dad.
What do you mean you got an invite?
I know somebody who knows somebody.
He knows a guy.
You got an invite from Aaron Rodgers too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Aaron Rodgers is already supposed to be on Bill's couch by this point. He's living fucking 2 miles away.
He's doing rehab, so he's not even around.
So you're doing rehab. You're doing rehab fucking 24 hours a day. You've been in the hospital 18 times. You guys should fucking be crossing paths somewhere.
He's in Cali.
There's only so many doctors in fucking.
He's not in California.
He's not in Cali. He's in Montclair.
All I know, he's doing rehab in Cali.
No, he's practicing today.
What are you talking about? He's at the fucking facility.
He's been doing rehab in Cali.
Bill's been driving by his house.
Yeah,
he drives
Bill's
by his
fucking
house.
sitting out there. Yeah, Bill's sitting out there fucking.
And there's a lot of windows, so he knows when he's home.
I know where Big Tom and his wife will be parked.
I mean, dude, this is getting weird. I mean, it's creepy.
Listen,
what do you mean?
Bill knows a guy.
I got the invite. Don't be jealous.
I don't know if you got an invite.
You didn't get an invite.
Well,
Well, I'm Bill's +1 to everything. It's in our living wills.
Don't be jealous.
I'm not jealous. I'm gonna
Are
be
you
there.
gonna take Tommy with you to tell?
I
him?
also-
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna tell him. I'll be like, yo, here's what we gotta do.
I also got the inside scoop on how Big Tom and his wife met.
Ooh.
Well, both had convertibles at the Roy Rogers. Big Tom pulled up. Hey, yo, go park by that blonde girl. I want to take a look at her. Next thing you know, bada bing, bada boom.
Tommy DeVito's the
Tom
quarterback
gets
of the Giants.
There we go.
There you go. There you go. Listen. NFC Player of the Week, along with Zach Wilson, AFC
yep.
Player of the Week.
Man,
Let's
how
go.
long did it take for us to start talking about Zach Wilson? I mean, can't we go a show where we devote it to Tommy DeVito?
No.
Anybody not on the Jets?
I mean, this is Zach Wilson was Player of the Week. I've been got fucking abused for this for 3 years. You think I'm not talking about it every show?
Team
Every
sucks.
show. Every show. Every show will have Zach Wilson. I love you, Zach. I got you. Please trade him to the Dolphins so Tua can get a concussion and Zach can come in and fucking dominate.
All right, so let's
You
go
be
back-
quiet.
Let's go back to Monday for a little bit because
Division.
So Monday, I had my awful Sunday, right? Came back Monday with 2 free bets for the show. Reed first touchdown, cash it, and first basket, cash it. So I gave out 2 free winners that day, and you guys are welcome.
And we gave you the Giants too. We told you the Giants were going to cover, and even maybe it went outright.
If you guys were in our Discord, we were killing DeVito rushing also.
Oh, DeVito's rushing.
That was
DeVito's rushing was hit like I didn't. It wasn't my bet. I jumped on it late, but I mean, fucking Christ, that thing was just a
Me and Bill
fucking
were just
freight
ripping
train
it
to
off.
Moneyville.
that was an all-time meltdown by the Dolphins.
I mean,
No, it was rigged. It was totally hashtag
through
rigged.
that.
I said it in the first quarter.
Do it
I was
through
like,
it.
here's what's going to happen. The Tyreek Hill fucking yardage jumped from 104 to 115 and a half or something, right? So it went up 11 yards. So the whole fucking world was on Tyreek Hill's over. Tyreek Hill gets fucking hurt at the beginning of the game. First of all, like 19 players got hurt in the first 5 minutes, right? Saquon was banged up. Waddle almost died. Tyreek was hurt. Xavier Howard, Mostert, everyone just fucking apocalypse, right? And the only person that fucking stayed out was the dude who ran off the field full speed after his injury. So, like, Tyreek Hill's limping, hobbling around, and I'm like, and I said it on the Discord, Bill, when we were on the voice chat. I said, watch this. He's going to be out just long enough. They're going to keep him out in case they can win without him. He's going to be out just long enough to come back in and fuck the 100+. And it's exactly what happened. He missed 2 quarters, didn't get treatment, didn't wrap his ankle, didn't do anything, walked back on the field out of nowhere in the middle of the third quarter, and gets like 38 yards on one drive.
Yeah,
And
zooming
then go down
around.
and score. Like, dude, you can't tell me that he wasn't sitting to keep that prop from hitting because the Dolphins are like, we can win without him. And then when they realized we're kind of fucked right here because Tua looked like a fucking abortion.
Tua fumbled inside the 5.
Tua was throwing the game. Tua took a bag.
Got
Fell
sacked,
down
inside the 10.
Right.
fell down like twice or 3
Fell
times
down,
or something.
fumbled, fucking was a complete abortion.
Last play of the game too.
And then we were saying, we're like, dude, this is totally rigged. And the Titans fucked it up. They basically fumbled twice inside their own 5, and the Dolphins went and scored. And then I said, activate the Levis spot because I don't think these are real.
Then Tua, yeah, like Evan just said, Tua, who never runs, decides to run for it on like 4th and 8 to get the first down when you have Tyreek Hill. And first of all, the Dolphins, another reason why that game was fixed is Mostert and fucking HN were just running all over that team. 5 yards, 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards. And then they just stopped. And, bro, 3 minutes left, up by fucking 13 or 14 points. You have to win that game.
Dude, I told you, there's no way. There was no way they were letting them cover. That was number one. There's no way they were letting them cover that game.
Well, we
no
got
chance.
And they were up
400,
14-0 up
500.
quick too. Like it wasn't like it was a close game all game.
Well, that's when the
they ran out
apocalypse
quick.
happened. Yeah. That's when the apocalypse happens. So, yeah, I mean, listen, if you're not thinking these primetime games are rigged at this point, it's insane. And I had a nice little fucking live play on the fucking Packers plus fucking 300 when they were down 8. Well, they go in, they fucking miss field goal. That 2-point conversion play for the Packers was the craziest play I've ever seen. Like, who's running a 170-pound wide receiver 7 yards behind the backfield on a 2-point conversion play when you have a mobile quarterback and like, what are you doing?
Into a wall of
Into
linemen.
a wall. Like, what are you doing?
Like they're gonna pull. That guy's gonna push through.
How do these teams not know that releasing a tight end to the pylon, releasing someone to the back, and having a run pass option?
How about you release that guy to the back, to the pylon, instead of running him into the fucking line?
Made no
because
sense.
Because then there was a minute 30 left, and Tommy DeVito got the ball,
and it was over.
I'm telling you, bro, if they could win this weekend at the Saints, and for some fucking reason that guy beats the Eagles, oh my God!
No.
This is Evan. What I said is the Tommy DeVito thing. This is Jeremy Lin 2.0. This is literally Linsanity 2.0.
If he beats the
Eagles are reeling too, man.
Beat the Saints first. We need him to beat the Saints, Bill, for our
gotta
Falcons.
beat the Saints.
Zach
We need to
Wilson
beat the
was
Saints for our Falcons too. We got to get the Saints down. We got to Bucks.
Huge DeVito fan this week. Huge.
Yeah. So yeah, the rushing prop. Curious to see what that's going to be sitting at. We do have some big headlines here. Honestly, going to tell you guys we're going to bring Howie on, talk a little bit of college sports. I've been absolutely just pissing fire in college basketball the whole season. The whole year's on fucking easy mode right now. Ended last year up about 300 something units. And this year is just, I think I'm up 80 or something. 4 and 5 unit bets, the max bets rackets, 19-3-1. Last 23. 19-3.
I called that when you were on yesterday, Stoney.
That's pretty good.
Fucking asshole. What did you say, Bill?
I knew you were on that Stony Brook team.
You did. Listen, I gave my fucking whole system to the subscribers. I mean, half the subs know that's what I want.
Nick the Champ called it yesterday.
Yeah, what are you gonna stop? Dude, if you're up at 3 a.m. on the Discord when I'm fucking drunk, I would literally walk them through my exact system minus like 3 parts. What are they gonna leave? Who leaves the guy who taught them how to win? No one. Everyone's like, why would you give it out? They're gonna leave. They're never gonna leave. Who the fuck's gonna leave when you give them all your secrets?
Stacey Allen in the chat just said, pissing fire and wearing makeup. Something's wrong there.
Yeah. It is.
Well played.
Listen. Very transparent person. What can I say? But yeah, not a great college. Like probably the worst college basketball slate here. But tomorrow,
Hit that like button.
Hit that like button. Yeah, 28 likes. What the fuck is going on? 200 people in there. But tomorrow, make sure you guys tune in. Me and Howie are releasing the 2023 bowl betting guide. So that will be released tomorrow. And we'll have a special little promo for everybody where you can get it cheap. 43 bowl games. It's fucking going to be fire. We just 140 units in the last 2 years. That releases tomorrow. So make sure you guys are here. What do we got to talk about here, E?
You want to start with Belichick? Not going to be coaching anymore. They're going to move on from him, apparently, Robert Kraft said after the Colts game.
It doesn't mean not coaching anymore. Not coaching the Patriots.
Yes.
He's definitely getting a job. He had Chargers or somewhere.
They should have the Jet job if they weren't so fucking in love with Saleh. Because what should happen is Saleh should move down to defensive coordinator and get rid of fucking stupid Hackett.
It goes back to the Jet. When we talk about Draymond later, is that going to tie that into the Jets?
Probably at some point.
I'll find a way. I promise you by the time we talk about Draymond, I'll find a way to tie that to the Jets. But, I mean, Belichick back in New York, fucking defensive team, fucking Rodgers is his new Brady. It would be fucking perfect. But Saleh ain't going anywhere because that team's built for Rodgers. But, supposedly Orlovsky said something like he knows where Belichick's going or something. Supposedly it's already, like, in stone.
Well, the coach on
I think it's San Diego. I think it's Chargers.
That guy on McAfee, who was just on McAfee, the one guy.
I didn't see it today.
He said something about that too.
Yeah, so it's got to be the Chargers, right? There's no other reason why Brandon Staley's still fucking there, right? Yeah. Like it's got to just be because they know they're getting Belichick next year.
They're gonna revamp their whole thing. So
yeah, so I mean that would be the only thing that makes sense there. Chargers playing tonight without Herbert. Keenan Allen will be talking about that in a minute.
We got the stick.
Got Stick Michaels. Stick Michaels playing quarterback. We got to talk about Draymond Green.
Yep, that's where I was going next.
Get it. There you go.
Suspended indefinitely.
He's a nut.
I think that's the biggest bullshit suspension in the world, because indefinitely basically means nothing. And it just makes it look like they're putting some monstrous Ja Morant like suspension on him. Basically, he's going to have to go to a fucking anger management meeting, meet with a fucking lady once or twice in the next few days, and he'll be back in a week and a half.
Once. Just got to check in.
Yeah, just gonna like go pretend like Ja Morant. Remember Ja Morant like went to like a fucking gun meeting, and the next day
For
fucking
6
had a gun.
hours.
Fuck you gonna do? I mean,
They're like 2-6 without him or whatever.
Mhm.
And
They just don't look like a good basketball team, Bill. We talked about it the other day.
they're old.
Like,
They're getting old, dude. They're fucking old. Klay
They don't-
Thompson's
they
fucking
don't
washed.
look good at all, bro.
Yeah, the team's shot.
Clay's done, I think.
They did just enough to knock out the beam last year for me, and now they're done. That team's fucking washed.
They need to revamp that team. This was their last like run together, I think, and now that this Draymond. But Tommy, Draymond's got a 4-year contract, so
I mean, dude, you just signed him to fucking like $100 million, literally like 20 minutes ago. Yeah,
he ain't going nowhere.
yeah. So I mean, Steph Curry ends up on the Lakers, and that team just fucking spirals into nothingness. But what do you think suspension should be?
bro, he's been doing this shit for.
Yeah, I thought maybe 10 games.
I
It's
don't.
probably what it'll be.
I don't know why it's taken this long to just get this even like suspended indefinitely. Like he's been doing this shit for how long, man? 8
Yeah.
years, 9 years.
Every year
this
there's
shit is not new. He just had the headlock earlier this season.
And then he punched
I like
what's
that
his name what's his name in the offseason, which he didn't even get in trouble.
That was the Jordan Poole thing was the craziest fucking thing I've
During
ever seen.
practice,
in my entire
yeah,
life. Like that was just knock out one of your future stars.
Yeah.
Like, in practice before the season. Like that was
But he
that
knocked
should have
him
been.
out. He knocked him off the team.
Yeah, that should have been one of the biggest suspensions. The Warriors should have suspended him for like 20 games for that. That was insane. That broke the team apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a killer to the team.
Yeah. So I mean, listen, the bottom line is I think this is basically just fucking Draymond's like, all right, let me just take a couple months off beginning of the year. Every time I go back in, just fucking get back out, miss 10, 12 games. Who gives a fuck? I'm rich. I mean, it's like this whole NBA rule, by the way, this resting rule is the funniest thing ever. LeBron James just goes full like 28-year-old peak prime LeBron, wins the in-season tournament. Now he's out yesterday in sweats. Is someone going to tell me LeBron's hurt? Like, does anyone in the world think LeBron's hurt when he was running full speed onto the court, jumping on top of people?
I saw something on Twitter about the Lakers. Are they actually like raising a banner for this fucking?
They already did.
tournament?
Oh,
They
no,
really did.
that's what the conspiracy theory on it was. It was either going to be Zion or LeBron, right? Because those are the guys that need it now. But LeBron's going to bring this up in the conversation with Jordan. Like Jordan never won it.
Rackets. I could say yes and no to that. I mean, they were the first team. That's why they're doing it.
So we're just gonna do it for.
I mean, they were the first.
It's so stupid.
I don't know.
Okay, so good.
Put it on your court or something for the season. Don't
Yeah.
put it in the Raptors.
I mean, dude, did you see Giannis yesterday? I fucking love Giannis.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, do you see what happened with Giannis? He dropped like 600 points, but I think he scored 64 or something. But you didn't see what happened at the end of that game?
No, I wasn't watching any NBA last night.
Go to Twitter and just write his name, and the videos will come up. So, Giannis got put in like a headlock, like literally went up, and it was a complete flagrant foul at the end of the game when the game was out of reach, and went batshit, right? And his brother on the fucking sideline was ready to like come out like Jokic brother and like murder somebody. So Giannis was pissed. So the end of that game when they were up big, he kept fucking taking the ball and going up and dunking. He was just, putting up the 5-0 to the bench. He literally went for 64 just because he was pissed the fuck off. And then at the end of the game, it fucking couldn't find the ball, like the game ball. And someone gave him the game ball and it didn't feel like the ball from the game. And I guess someone told him, I don't know the exact details on it, but someone told him or he knew that the Pacers took it and went into the locker room with it. And he went fucking batshit, stormed into the fucking locker room, almost started a fucking brawl in the locker room.
I'm watching the video now.
It's insane. He fucking just lost his fucking mind.
Pacers said they wanted to give it to the kid because they scored his first points.
Yeah, and then fucking Giannis was like, fuck that. And supposedly what happened was, I guess after the fucking end of the game, they actually flipped the game. His own security guard had it. So I don't even the Pacers didn't even have it. I don't think. I think the security guard for the Bucks, one of their guys, actually had it. And then the reports are like, I think people were getting on Giannis for wanting the ball so bad for 60. And he made a comment that he was going to give the ball to Dame Lillard because I think Dame Lillard just passed Korver for like 5th all time in threes or something, which probably bullshit. Probably wanted the ball for himself and took heat on it. But, bro, I fucking love Giannis. Then he came out of the fucking tunnel, was fucking screaming at Halliburton, putting his finger in his chest. Giannis is fucking bad man, dude. That's a bad dude. Love him. You know, he's like the only player that doesn't practice with other teams' players in the offseason. He refuses. He says they're the enemy. I don't practice with the enemy.
It's good.
One of the few OGs in him and Jokic. 2 of the only fucking G's in the whole league right now. What are you going to say, Bill?
Your boy Jalen Milrose returning to Alabama for his senior year.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he has to. He sucks. So it's not like, yeah. And the best quarterback draft class in forever. You're not coming out now. That's for damn sure. Isn't it crazy? That dude was benched in week 3. Like, he literally didn't even play in like week 3 or 4. Like, Saban just put him on a bench, and now they're one of the favorites to win a national championship.
And Messi's World Cup jerseys just sold for $7.8 million.
That's crazy.
Auction this morning.
Did you put a bid in on it?
7.8, yeah, $100. I didn't win. 7.8 mil.
Speaking of millions of dollars, Bill, is your boy Steve Cohen going to do anything? Rackets, you ready for this? This is total tee up because I know what's coming here. Rackets, are you ready for what's about to happen right now, live on Stay Cashin at this moment? This is the fucking comeuppance of all comeuppance for Tommy G. Bill Rupp, what do you think about Steve Cohen right now?
He's got to sign Yamamoto.
Go further.
Or I'm done.
He's done. Rackets just left. Rackets is done. He just walked out. Rackets is done.
Yeah, I'm done.
You hear this, Evan? Bill is done with Uncle Stevie. Done. Moving on. Just done. Everything I told him for 2 years. This guy ain't going to do fucking shit. He's going to talk a lot of shit about how he's going to buy every fucking player, and he's not going to fucking do it.
Because then it's just going to be next year. We're gonna get Soto.
Rackets is invisible.
Now he's invisible. Every year it's something different.
Look at Rackets. He can't find his human form.
Bro, can you hear me?
We can hear you, but all we see is like a fucking hell.
Bro, my internet just like died. Like everything.
But how can we see the house?
I don't know. My camera's off.
We don't see you.
We see the Sopranos house, but we don't see you.
It turned my camera off. Hold on.
This is actually kind of weird. Because most people would think that's just a normal house.
Holy
there you
shit.
are.
No, dude, everything just died. Like my internet died, and then it said unstable connection. Everything just fucking shut down for like.
Wow. Did you hear what I said?
I could kind of hear you, and then all of a sudden it went dead. And then
Bill Rupp says he's out on Uncle Stevie if he doesn't sign Yamamoto.
No way.
Out, completely out.
I'm out.
Wow. You're out.
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 Then they're just gonna be like, "Oh, we're gonna get Soto next year." No, Stevie, this is it. They don't get Yamamoto, I'm packing my bags.
This will be one of my biggest wins versus Bill in a while, Rackets.
I want the Yankees to get Yamamoto.
Now the Dodgers are the favorites for him because they didn't spend any money on Ohtani.
Well,
I think I'm doing a thread on that whole situation.
Did you hear what came out? The Giants offered Ohtani the same contract.
No, of course they did.
And he
I'm
said
sure
no.
I'm sure the Blue Jays did too.
Well, no,
the Giants literally it came out. The Giants literally offered him the same exact deal.
Same deal.
And he said no.
They've offered more to Judge. Judge said no. They offered the same to Ohtani. They gave Correa that big deal that ended up not happening. Nobody wants to go there.
No,
and it's funny because with Judge, I said he's either going to San Fran. Remember, Bill, before anyone, San Fran or the Yankees. It's not the Mets, not anything like that. And with Ohtani, San Fran was my target. San Fran or Seattle. San Fran can't sign anyone because one, it's fucking weird as shit up there. It's all fucking like just libtards and trannies running around in skirts and roller skates everywhere. Two, it's expensive as fuck, right, Bill? I was going through with you today. Third most expensive city to live in America. Rackets, do you know what 1 and 2 are?
New York.
Manhattan.
I was saying New York. Probably something in Jersey.
No.
Miami.
Honolulu.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Everything's important.
Yeah. So, right. It's not even really fun. It's not really here. That's a good point. But, so it's expensive as shit. The taxes are insane because you're still dealing with California taxes. So you're paying the same price. The real estate's just so overvalued and insane. No one's moving there anymore. And you don't get any of the fucking spotlight. So at least if you're fucking paying all the taxes and paying all the fucking property shit that you are in LA or New York, you're getting all the media shit, the fucking advertising, all that. San Fran's fucked. They can't fucking sign anyone. We're trying to give everyone fucking $500 million. They can't fucking get anyone over there, Bill Rupp.
Yeah, Jim, we talked about that last week, or Monday, how crazy.
Bill, are you going to say hi to Mike? He said hi to you like 5 times.
Oh, hi, Mike.
Oh, I got you, Mike.
Well, Jim said to talk about the deferment. Yeah, we did. Every financial person I talked to said it was stupid, that he should have just deferred the money himself, and stuff with it.
I'm going to do a thread on the Ohtani deferment as the Wall Street guy here and explaining the things he could have done, the things he is doing. One of the it's kind of a double-edged sword with the Ohtani thing because, one, he's allowing the owner of the team to collect interest on that $700 million every year, which is basically allowing the owner of the Dodgers
for the next 10 years,
$20 million a year for the next 10 years, which comes off the contract. Not to mention the tax rate in California is obviously going to be significantly higher by the time that happens. And on top of that, Ohtani, the Ohtani side of it is, let me just finish the negative side. The other negative side is the inflation rate. Like, you have to factor in inflation, that the dollar is not going to be as valuable in 10 years as it is now. So if you go to an inflation calculator and you factor in a 2 to 5% inflation rate, that $700 million is going to be worth like $500 million. So it's less valuable if you take it 10 years from now. Now, the only thing he could be doing, which would make sense, is if in 10 years he's going to go move to Texas, go move to Florida, something like that, or even internationally where there may be different laws, where he could avoid the state tax on it. So that would be the thing. If he takes it 10 years from now and starts collecting it in Texas, let's say, he won't have to pay the state tax on it, and that'll save him $7-10 million a year in taxes. But the devaluation of the dollar that he's going to be having is going to completely offset and overpower. Not to mention, dude, he's running the risk, and this is one of the things that we're putting in the thread. He's running the risk of the dollar no longer being the world reserve currency at some point in the next 10 years. That could literally happen. We're destroying the U.S. dollar. If that happens, his contract's worth fucking absolutely nothing. So this is a maniacal move for him. It's absolutely fucking insane. And but there's a lot of moving parts to it, and I'm sure he has a plan, but I don't think he's factored in a lot of the things he's factored in. But now the Dodgers sign whoever the fuck they want.
Yeah, Yamamoto. They get him, so I'm gonna be pissed.
They're gonna be they're in on glass now on the trade market. They're Dodgers are gonna be insane.
Yeah.
So the bottom half of the lineup does still kind of suck, but
it is. It's very top heavy.
They're not. It's not gonna matter though.
You said you're gonna do a thread on that. Talking about the thing I said on Rupp and Rackets yesterday. I made a TikTok on LeBron not standing for the national anthem.
Talk about that for a second. I get another water. But yeah, I heard this.
And then Kobe Covington basically told LeBron to go fuck himself. And he's an asshole. Rackets.
Let's go, Kobe.
So he was walking in. So usually, I guess because LeBron is like so famous and shit. But when you go to a sports game and they're singing the national anthem or whatever, the ushers stop you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're not allowed to go down the thing or sit where, go to your seats or whatever. But I guess because LeBron's sitting courtside and you don't want to tell LeBron to just stop for a minute. I mean, listen, if that was me, because I worked at the Meadowlands, I did security there years ago.
Imagine Bill Rupp and the security there. Bill Rupp fucking running security and LeBron.
I would have told LeBron to fucking wait a minute until the national anthem's over, and then you walk in. Not walk in during it and then just
need
to
tell an adult
male anybody
to not be fucking standing and walking around during the national anthem.
My son is he's going to turn 7 next month. He knew as soon as the fucking national anthem started playing at the Oriole game over the summer to stand up and take his fucking hat off.
Dude,
he's 6. The fuck out of here.
But then again, LeBron throws up fucking Satan signs before every fucking game with his shit. So, he's obviously a Satanist, so probably intentional, but Kobe Covington's the best.
Oh, that was awesome.
Colby Covington, true
I hope he
American.
wins this weekend. I hope he's the champ.
I have worn a fuck
I think
LeBron
you will.
shirt on this show before, so.
I know we'll talk about that tomorrow, but did you see what the line was at that by any chance?
No, have you looked?
No.
No. That's why I just asked you. Right now. All right.
Plus 138.
I was going to ask you what you thought it was.
I think it's plus 138.
So would you be taking that
Yes.
straight?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right. Tune in tomorrow to find out what Mike says.
Yeah. No, I'm all in Colby Covington. That Leon Edwards, I think, is overrated. One of the biggest moments, the biggest moment of his entire career was a fluke fucking knockout with like fucking 3 seconds left when he was getting his fucking head beat in for 5 rounds.
Jack Wilson joined the Zoom.
Howie Dewey from the bathroom. What'd you get kicked out? Wife's doing fucking girlfriend's doing shit again. You got thrown back in the bathroom, throw him in the fucking room.
What a day, man. What a day.
Wow.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
Thrown in the bathroom. Imagine being in your 40s and getting fucking.
Take that jersey off and put on fucking
Jets quarterback in the bathroom.
Put on Tommy Cutlets.
I mean,
Tommy Cutlets, baby. Yeah. We seen him in 4 weeks, brother.
Howie Dewey may have some marketing opportunities over there with Tommy Cutlets. Howie Dewey's fucking doing big things. Howie doing big things. That's his new name.
Oh, I like
I
it.
can't wear this. I can't wear this to the when I go see these fellas, man. I gotta get a giant uni. I gotta find a giant.
When I'm looking at the quad screen here, Rackets, it looks like you're like completely. There you go. All right, I think Evan just moved him in.
Evan fucked me up.
Yeah,
Evan's
In
got
the middle of my screen, I don't know.
Evan's got that picture of him when he fucking got through Boy Scouts in 7th grade.
What?
That fucking picture. Look at him.
Oh, on Zoom?
Yeah, dude, what are you, 12 there?
Maybe like 14.
Jesus
Is
Christ.
that his first high school dance?
I haven't touched my Zoom in years.
You look like you're sitting on Father O'Malley's lap there with a big
I was
Good boy,
actually.
Eddie.
Oh, what a fucking disaster!
Look how happy you look. You look all happy and innocent.
What a fucking little e-money over there. Howie Dewey. Did we mention my fucking camera's doing weird things? Did we mention the Army thing on Monday?
Yeah.
We did. We talked about that. Okay, the greatest 3 minutes in
Yeah.
football history. I told them our bowl guides dropping tomorrow. Howie Dewey to make sure they tune in, get excited. We'll be doing it's basically a living, breathing guide. It's not some fucking stale shit that everyone puts out before the bowls start and all their picks are there. Every day, me and Howie go and update this and do the write-ups based on what's going on. So we got a bunch of bowl games this Saturday. I think we got 6 or 7. And there's nothing on Sunday. We got one on Monday, one on Tuesday, and then we're off till Thursday. So we'll be putting all that information into
a lot of big games this weekend.
Yeah. So it's getting off to a good start there. 43 games. Fucking going to be mayhem. But what do you want to talk about here, Dewey? We got a little bit. You want to talk for a minute
You know
about
what? We got one thing going on. You know, we got a little NFL tonight, but we got one thing going on. We got a battle tonight down in Charleston. You got the Citadel, Homo High, or that fine male university.
Oh my god.
You imagine paying to go to the Citadel? Like seriously, you're basically paying to get split roasted, like $50,000 a year. It's not like getting into West Point where you got a congressman write a letter. You actually have to be a really smart dude. Dude, to go to the Citadel, you have to be just one hardcore sadistic gay dude.
Jesus.
To go to the Citadel. They charge like $50,000 a year to just like lube up those youngsters and whip them. I just don't understand why you would go to the fucking Citadel.
all right. Well, this video will be demonetized, Evan.
We're not making shit on this one.
When
I was at Georgia Southern, we used to call it the Citadel. We're going up to play the Citadel, guys. You know, keep your ass fucker tight, man. This is a dangerous territory. You don't want to go missing in that building, on that campus. But tonight,
Ryan's crying.
they play at Charleston tonight. They play Charleston. They're across, it's wild because it's the first time in months these poor kids have seen pussy. So they're like, these kids are going to play hard tonight. They're going to play hard tonight. They're going to go into Charleston, and I think, it's like 12.5. I think it's going to be a close game because, these kids from the Citadel with their shit light blue uniforms. Have you ever seen the uniforms of the Citadel?
Yeah, it's pretty gay.
Oh, my God. It's just gay baby blue. Every time you'll see a red stain in the back of one of the point guards.
Gay baby
He had a rough night. One of the officers. But, tonight they play in Charleston, and I think it's going to be a close game. This is a big rivalry game. These kids are going to be warming up at two-line layups. They're going to look over. They're going to, there's going to be some hot ass sitting in the front row. These kids they're going to play hard. They're going to play hard tonight. I like the Citadel. I really do.
Yeah, I dude, I was telling Bill, this is like the first day I have. I don't think I have. I mean, I have a play or two, but I have nothing that's worth putting any significant amount.
What do you think of the Florida game?
Florida, East Carolina. Man,
Yeah.
it's 15. I try, like, most of the games I bet are usually in that, under 5 spread zone. I really don't bet too much lines like that. I don't know. I love this Florida team, so I could see them going out and fucking skull fucking them because I think they're undervalued.
It's a home game, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if I did anything, I would bet Florida in this.
Yeah.
I just really don't bet any spreads that big normally. But I mean, I know you like those.
Yeah, I might throw Florida.
I could see Marquette and Florida both going out and just fucking winning by 30.
Yeah, I feel the same way, and I also like to tease with Citadel and Florida because I think Florida. I think the Citadel. I'm going to toss it up there. You got to put some on the money line on that game.
Wow.
I think that's going to be a 1-point game.
Wow.
This is a year. Charleston's not that good. Citadel's got a decent team.
Yeah. Charleston's not that great. I have nothing on it. I have no play, no lean in or wedge. So I'll just tell you on that. The one game I have jumping off my sheet a little bit, which kind of conflicts with some of my personal boxes that I like to check on this, is one of the last games of the night, the UL Monroe Lamar game. This line's flipped. It's gone from +2 to -1.5. I do have a lean on UL Monroe in this game. But it's you're talking about a team that's 1-3 on the road versus a team that's 2-0 at home. I don't love betting road teams, very rarely do it, but I am leaning UL Monroe in this game.
Yeah, I mean, good conference. You look at that conference and it's really amazing how home court advantage is that big in some of those conferences. Because like the game we're just talking about, Citadel Charleston. I mean, I don't know if Citadel has one of the oldest, disgusting gyms in the country. It's like one notch below Vanderbilt. I mean, it's just a really, really rough place to play. Charleston, that's an old gym too. It's just basically a big high school gym.
Yeah.
And that place is going to be packed tonight. This is, those schools are 3 miles away from each other. And the Citadel is going to come in and Charleston girls are going to be pulling their tops up saying, yeah, here's something you don't like. And, it's going to be heavy abuse. It's going to be heavy abuse. There's going to be, it's going to be a battle when these two teams play, man. I'm telling you, you got to see when the crowd gets yelling at Citadel. They say
I've heard the fudge packer chants and stuff like that.
Oh my God, Joe, that's nothing. I mean, you're gonna see stuff in the crowd like when these kids are warming up.
Fudge packer chants.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Fake officer, fake army. I mean, they just give it everything. It's like, the Citadel, like these kids pay to get boofed. It's wild. It's a really hard thing to understand.
Evan is just cringing.
It's too far gone already.
Yeah, Evan's like, we got.
This one's free.
Just bury the episode.
Evan, you look like a kid that would be in like his second year at the Citadel.
Here we fucking go.
Evan, like he just got through that plebe stage. And he's headed his sophomore year. He's ready to go.
Poor Evan.
He's out in the courtyard, fucking in the pouring rain, doing naked push-ups with 7 guys.
Oh no, Evan.
That's the Citadel, man. It's a rough place. They got
Oh,
ghosts.
fuck.
They got mean ghosts in that Citadel. I'm telling you.
Oh my God. Holy Jesus Christ.
All right, back to Louisiana Monroe. One of the things about UL Monroe I do like, when you look at the road record, it looks bad at 1-3, but their road losses have been like, they shouldn't have even come close in those games. They at Houston, at SMU, and then they had a nail biter versus Sam Houston. But so I don't really factor it in too much. So that would be my one play. I do agree with you. I think Marquette in Florida could fucking go out and just shit stomp.
Yeah, Friday night, one of those big nights. I think you might see that.
Yeah. So, and then tomorrow, you just mentioned Friday night. Tomorrow we'll be on the show here. Tomorrow we'll be launching the bowl guy again. Tomorrow, like this, is it finals week or something going on? How we were talking about on Discord, how there's only been, like, if you go through the week, like none of these top teams have played at all week, which is very rare. Obviously, Saturday's, the big day where you're going to see it.
Yeah.
But it must be finals week or something, because on Monday you had Gonzaga. On Tuesday, you had Tennessee and Duke, top 25. On Wednesday, you had 4 teams. Today, you got 2 ranked teams. And tomorrow, you got fucking Gonzaga again. So it's basically Kansas, Kentucky, all these fucking UConn haven't played all week. So it's finals week, right? Is that why this is going on? Because this is just a shit slate all week. I mean, we've still been slaughtering it, but
the kids are home. The kids go home tomorrow, and it is final week. The kids are done tomorrow.
Yeah. And then Saturday, you get the fucking bonanza where everyone and their fucking mother's coming out. So, I mean,
I'll tell you what, tomorrow night is the biggest game of the year. Hey, Evan, who's in the fucking national championship, baby? Who's in the national championship tomorrow night in Salem, Virginia?
Cortland
State University is playing North Central for the chip tomorrow night in Salem, Virginia. Division III national championship in football. My boys are going to bring home the ring.
My boys covered against fucking South Dakota State this weekend, Villanova. So good showing. Didn't end up pulling off one. Yeah, they did all right.
Who else went to South Dakota State?
Josh Allen? No, Josh Allen went Wyoming. Who did? Oh, Stick, your boy Stick.
Stacey Allen wants to know if the Citadel players wear makeup too.
Oh, we're going back to it? No, we can't talk Citadel. We got to get Howie off. The dude's on the shitter talking about nothing but sex.
But they're not allowed to go outside. They got to stay in those dark buildings, and they got to maintain this fair, pale skin as possible. That's just the way the elders like it.
All right, Howie. It was great having you on the show. We will see you tomorrow. Looking forward to talking about the bowl guide. Why don't you get back to work and write up some of these bowl games? And
we're writing up. Hey, listen. Buy the bowl game. These bowl guides are amazing. We crushed it last year.
Crushed it last 2 years.
Absolutely. A ton of research goes into this shit. And we're starting right off the bat, 11 a.m. Saturday morning with Georgia Southern, baby.
Yep.
Yeah. It's going to be a great bowl season. And that's it. Make sure you watch Howie Dewey special, Teach the Children, baby. We're up to over 5,000 views on that,
Teach the Children on YouTube.
Teach the children.
Great segue into Teach the Children.
Teach the children. When you graduate from high school, don't go to Citadel.
All right, Howie. We love you, brother. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, fellas.
Jesus.
Yeah, that might be more than demonetized. We may actually be gone. We may not even have a show.
We're banned.
I think we're done. Yeah, that's it. So that was. Hope you guys enjoyed the run. We'll be moving to another platform tomorrow. But Howie's fucking nut job, dude. So if you enjoy Howie's comedy, do go to YouTube and check out Howie Dewey stand up, Teach the Children on YouTube, and you can see his 30-40 minute stand up session. Let's change topics, Evan. What do you say?
NBA, please.
When I'm the one fucking trying to fucking right the ship, we got a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go over to NBA. We talked about all the shit that was going on with Giannis yesterday. Bill had a monster bet for the whole sub base. I even tailed it, was on it huge. Wembanyama over 11.5 rebounds. That hit. Should have hit by a ton. If he would have hit a free throw at the end, might have hit fucking the ladder all the way up to 16 if we got a little overtime there. But Bill Rupp, what do we like in the association today?
Last time I gave you out a first basket winner. Going back to it again. Cavs versus Celtics. Porzingis plus 550. Jaylen Brown plus 550. First baskets. One of those two should get it tonight.
And what'd you give? You gave him 2 winners on Monday, right? First basket?
1 first basket, 1 first touchdown.
There we go. First everything.
I'm also doing Luka Doncic over 8.5 first quarter points, minus 111. Luka over 8.5 first quarter points. Luka always starts out hot. Like that a lot. Over 8.5.
All right. Anything else, Rackets? You got anything on the little rack bot over there?
For the NBA, I haven't looked at NBA. I have some NHL though. If we're going to NHL,
Yeah, let's go to NHL.
The Devils beat the Bruins last night.
Yep.
In overtime.
Evan, what's happening?
They got beat by the Sabres 3-1 the other night.
Evan, what's happening?
Dominated.
What's happening?
They're unpredictable. They're keeping you on your toes. That's all that's happening.
What's happening?
Just keeping you on your toes.
You were talking that shit for the first fucking 12 games or so.
They were wagging, and now the wagon ain't wagoning.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Wagon's
5.
not wagoning.
5 and 6 in their last 11 or some shit. Come on, what are we doing over there?
Wagon ain't wagoning.
Boston's falling apart. Patriots are a fucking disaster. You got the Celtics at least still. You got the fucking Bruins fucking losing 5 of their last 11, 6 of their last 11. Bet I hope the Red Sox do something, or you're just fucking basketball town at this point. Bad news. Bad news. What do you got in hockey over there, Rackets?
Cashed the point parlay last night. We're gonna go kind of not right back to it, but we're gonna go with Taylor Radish. That's one I'll give out for free. Taylor Radish on the Chicago Blackhawks, under 0.5 points, minus 160. I have him in a parlay with 2 other players, but I'll give you 1/3 of it, and the MVP subscribers will get the rest of it.
All right. Honestly, it's crazy that even NHL, there's a bunch of games today. There's some of these days I have like fucking 6 or 7 bets. Nothing's jumping off yet for fucking NHL either. So I do have one. I usually have plus money bets for NHL. This one's actually a little bit of juice. So we're laying 165 with the Hurricanes in this game at 7:30 versus the Red Wings. And then a small play on the Canucks, who were our biggest bet of the day a few days ago. Going back to the Canucks plus 110 at home here versus the Panthers, but nothing. I have a couple big bets for football we're going to give out. Nothing big on any of the hockey or college basketball today. Very strange. Very strange day.
If you want a total, the best total on the board I see right now is Columbus and Toronto over 6.5.
Get down. Columbus, Toronto over 6.5. All right. So let's get to NFL. Bill Rupp, what are we looking at? Obviously in the NFL today, it's very interesting. This line opened at Chargers, like -3 or so, has dropped down the other way, flipped about 6 points to Vegas -3, because we have no Keenan Allen and we have no Justin Herbert. So, Bill, talk about your boy, and we got to figure out the wide receiver situation over here.
Well, my sheet for the first time ever has this game as a dead heat.
Tie.
Both scoring.
Tie.
Both
Tie.
scoring,
Halftime draw. Halftime draw.
Scoring 21. So I like the halftime draw and the full. So halftime, full time, draw. Get it? According to my sheet, that's what it says.
All right. Yeah, I do. This does look like a good halftime draw game. I mean, dude, we should have had both halftime draws on Monday night.
Oh my!
That was probably. I mean, we got
0.
I mean, we had the setup for just a fucking bonanza on Monday night, where the rest of the world's watching everyone get hurt. We had the halftime draw in both those games. They were both 7-7 with like a minute left. Fucking.
Those are the 2 most disgusting 2-minute drills I've ever seen in my life.
Just literally.
At the same time, like concurrently.
Apocalypse, like as they're happening. The same exact moment, a pass interference, a fucking
one TV's like, oh, bomb to nuke. Next TV's like, oh,
like,
fucking
all right, we
big
still
pass.
got this one, and then that one falls apart. We still got this one, and then everything fucking. And they both kick a field goal like 1 second left. Yeah, that was a disaster. So go back to the halftime draw again today. You could either do the halftime draw straight for usually about plus 800-900, or you could do draw Raiders, draw, and draw Chargers. Possibly pull a plus 8,000 like we did. What, 2 weeks ago? I think 2 weeks ago. Yeah. The draws have been in play a lot more because these totals are like 34 now, Rackets. We're not looking at 45 total. So if total's 34, they only think there's going to be fucking, 4 touchdowns, 2 field goals scored in the fucking game. You got a much higher probability the game's going to be 7-7, 10-10, something like that at halftime, rather than when there's more points, leads to more variance.
Have you noticed that the totals have, like, obviously the totals have shrunk, but the spreads are still the same? Like, you're still catching 3 points, 6
Yeah.
points, 13 points.
Yeah.
On these like shit total games. Not obviously not gonna catch 13 on a shit total, but the spreads have not caught up with how much the totals have gone down.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's
So the spreads are actually more valuable because there's less points to be had.
and obviously on these primetime games, we're looking at fucking a lot less volume from the prop perspective and all that. So, Bill, what are you looking at from props here?
Well, this morning I was on there and I caught a weird thing. So they had a stick on FanDuel at 21.5 rushing yards. And I went to DraftKings and they had him at 10.5. I said, that's weird. Then I quickly checked ESPN. They had 10.5. So I quickly bet it, put it out to chat real fast, and then it moved to 12.5. So then I took it. And then it kept moving, 13.5, 14.5, 17.5, 20.5. So in a matter of like 4 minutes, it moved from 10.5 to 20.5, which was pretty crazy. So if you were in chat and you got the other one and you were quick, like I know Hoffman got it, a couple other people, you got it.
When I looked, it was 17. I was like,
that's how
it's already fucking 20 in some spots.
That's how these lines move. So Nick didn't run at all the first game. Just like his touchdown prop, I told you the other day, Tommy. His touchdown for rushing was plus 1,100 yesterday. This morning I woke up, it was plus 500. So he didn't run at all, but he ran for 17 touchdowns when he was a quarterback at South Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
1 year he ran for 17 touchdowns, like 600 and something yards. The only year he was a starter. So that was, so I liked his rushing tonight. I think he still gets it. I like anything up to like 18. I think it's still good. I'm also taking Aiden O'Connell, Tommy, over a half of a rushing yard. Why?
I mean, that's crazy. Quarterback sneak and you're fucking.
Because it's a half. Why not? Put a unit on it.
No.
If it loses, it loses.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is fall forward and you got it, right? So that's what I'm doing. I got the stick. I got the stick touchdown. I got him over 10.5, 12.5, up to 17.5. Aiden O'Connell over a half a rushing yard. And then I did my parlay that I spread out through Saturday that I gave out to the subs. The props are tough in this game.
Yeah, it's Rackets. What are you looking at here? I'll give mine in a second. I'm just looking to see if one of them's available because I can't fucking find it anywhere.
Game's fucking disgusting, dude.
It's pretty fucking gross.
I do have hold on. We'll have to go back. Hold on. I do have first touchdown. Where is it? Why do they not have first touchdown on FanDuel?
What do you mean?
Oh, they moved it. They did this 3 thing now. It used to have its own thing. That's why I did them all across. Where's my boy?
Not even on.
This is horrific air here. You can't tell me to stop.
They
You can't.
while I'm looking.
Oh, you told us to stop. You said hold on.
They stop. I said I have another play. I got
We were about to go. You said hold
Nothing's
on.
stopping you. Go ahead.
You
Pull
said
up.
fucking hold on.
When I find it, I'll go. Hold on for me. I'm looking for something.
Rackets, did this fucking kid tell us hold on?
He
You just said hold on, so it stopped.
Hold on. Jacoby Myers plus 1,300 first touchdown. Raiders are one of the best first touchdown teams in football. Like it. I love it. Jacoby Myers, I think, has like 6 or 7 first touchdowns this year. Jacoby Myers plus 1,300 on FanDuel. Maybe different other places. God forbid I go look. Everyone's going to go nuts.
No, we're going to go nuts if you tell us to stop the fucking show.
Just
So you
take
can sit there
13.
like, I gotta hold on.
Take 1,300.
I've been for 20 years. I can't find touchdown.
Oh, you go look. They changed it on FanDuel.
Fucking idiot. Click touchdown scored. Second fucking thing right there.
No.
Yeah.
It used to be a different category.
I found it in fucking 8 seconds. Fucking retarded.
Don't bet it. I don't want you on my bet.
I'm not betting. Fucking just because it took you so long to fucking find it. I'm not
Don't
betting
bet it. Bet somebody else. What'd you take last?
I don't know.
I said Jaden Reed. You're like, oh, I like this guy.
I didn't know. I didn't talk shit
I
on your
need you.
I literally turned around and said, "Oh, I'll take Dobbs. You take Reed, and we're good. We got it cornered."
So
Fucking idiot.
also take Jacoby Myers anytime touchdown. Double on it like we did last week. with the plus 195. Double it down. He's plus 350 anytime, and he's plus 1,300 for first. So double it down. Thank me tomorrow.
Okay. Are you done?
Tomorrow.
Can I proceed?
I'm done.
All right, cool. A couple of injury things we got to focus on here. Parham is questionable in this one. We have, I mean, this is an abortion. We got Herbert out. We got Keenan Allen out. We have Devontae Adams questionable, but it looks like he's going to play. And we have Josh Jacobs questionable. And we have Parham questionable. There's a lot of opportunity here. And the bets that I like actually benefit from getting those in now, because I'm assuming these books are basically factoring in that all these guys play. So the lines aren't going to get worse. They can only really get better. So what I'm doing here on this is probably going to be my fucking like only bet of the night here, or my main bet of the night here. Eckler, 3 receptions. These are alt lines. Eckler, 3 receptions. Everett, 2 receptions. Adams, 4 receptions. So the 2-3-4, it's minus 130. So that, I don't see a way that doesn't hit. And I really do like Eckler and Everett in this game. I went back and looked at the box score last week. Obviously, a little of this was garbage time on that last drive. But Keenan Allen had 11 targets in the time Stick was in. Now, it's not official targets. Some of those were like attempt to Keenan Allen called back on a hold. So I counted those also, just opportunities. Keenan Allen 11. So that's going to open up a lot. He's obviously Rackets, what we've been talking about, these bad quarterbacks, kind of first read, check down. And Eckler had 5. Keep in mind, he only played like a half. Herbert played almost the whole first half. Everett had 4. Eckler had 5. And the guy that I'm looking for, Parham only had 1, and Quentin only had 1. So I'm looking all in Eckler, Everett in this spot. And the guy I'm looking for, which I can't fucking find anywhere, I'm assuming if this opens, a lot of times these things open closer to kickoff, is Erickson. If we could find an Erickson prop, if you guys see it in the chat, I can't find it anywhere. FanDuel doesn't have it. DraftKings doesn't have it. He should pop up, especially when some of this injury news kind of sorts itself out, maybe closer to kickoff. Erickson last week played 66% of the snaps in that spot. He played 78% in week 11, 52% in week 12, 13% in week 13. Played 66% of the snaps, and I think 3 of the first 6 throws that Stick made were to him, right? You got to remember, these guys are probably playing on the second unit together, practicing a lot in the second unit. Erickson didn't even see the fucking field for the whole beginning of the year. He ended up last week, Bill, 7 targets. So he had 7 targets. People are going to look at the box score, and they're just going to see fucking 1 catch for fucking whatever he had. But he had 7 targets last week. He had 4 of them, I believe, with Stick, and Stick came right out the gate throwing to him. So if we could see an Erickson line 9.5, I would imagine it'll probably be something along those lines. That's going to be one of my favorite plays of the day, especially for someone who last week had a 66% snap share, and now Keenan Allen's gone. So I don't know how there's no prop up for him. This could be a sneaky DFS showdown play. I can't see it coming in over like 10, right? Maybe 13 at the most, but I think this is going to be like a 9 or something like that. So keep an eye. Sometimes these go live too, right? Rackets, like they won't be there pregame. Then once the game goes live, they'll have their live totals up there. Yeah. So I don't love the Parham spot here. If anyone was thinking about going there, I do love the Everett spot, do love the Eckler spot. So I'll be playing a lot of Everett and Eckler props. On the Raiders side of the ball, it's Devontae Adams. You know, that's the spot I'm going to be going. A lot of alted down parlays and stuff I'm doing today. Not trying to catch anyone over their number, but receptions. And I like the receptions more than yards for the Chargers stuff, because we've seen it with Kamara, right? Guy will catch 3 passes for 1 yard. These could be a lot of Rackets, just emergency. Max Crosby's up my ass. Let me just fucking dump the ball off for a 4-yard loss to Eckler, who's a fucking bowling ball and going to fucking fall right down. So I like the receptions more than the yards. Bill Rupp.
I was saying that actually plays into what I was gonna say real quick. Eckler over 4.5 receptions, even though the probability is low on here. It's popping off pretty high on the chart, even at plus 124.
It's my favorite. I think Eckler ends this game like 6-7 catches.
Yeah. I was gonna say the bot has it at plus 124, and I just looked at DraftKings. It's already down to plus 110. I'm assuming that's minus money by the time the game goes off. I really like the receptions here.
Yeah, big. I'm big. That's probably my favorite. That's probably my favorite thing is Eckler receptions. Bill.
I don't think that moves to minus. Not the reception. It's already over. It was 3.5.
No, it'll say it'll stay at 4.5 is a hefty number for him. It'll stay
plus money right now though. Plus money.
And the three, if you go 3.5, it's like minus 160.
It already moved.
170.
It opened at 3.5.
Yeah.
That's 5.
Yeah. No, that's the play is Eckler. And if you want, guys, sorry to cut you off, Bill. Eckler's yards are 31.5 on DraftKings, and it's actually 28.5 on FanDuel. So if you are going to play the yards, FanDuel's a better spot to play it. You're actually getting 3 yards.
This morning.
What's up?
It was 24.5 this morning.
Yeah, that's the spot. There's going to be a lot of emergency dump offs here.
Yeah, just so to correct myself, the stick was North Dakota State, not South Dakota State.
Okay.
Just wanted to make that correction.
Thank you. That's good. We need to correct ourselves so we don't look fucking stupid.
No.
So we like to halftime draw. We like a couple receiving props from the Chargers guys. Bill, what's your favorite play on this game?
Was the rushing, but that prop is already gone. So
quarterback rushing. Yeah. So not much here. Does anyone have a side or total play on this? I mean, if I had to, I would go Raiders on this, but I mean, I imagine the whole fucking public's. Let me see.
I mean, I think the Chargers basically kind of threw it all in, right?
80% of the money is on the fucking Raiders money line, so I never go with the chalk on primetime games. I'm not going to go against what I believe. So this is that. Just bet the props. This is fucking,
why bet a side on this?
Yeah, this is fucking gross. I don't want to fucking touch this. So that's pretty much it. Anything else, boys?
No.
No.
Yep. All right. Bill Rupp, final words.
Rupp and Rackets, 5:30 in Discord.
Rupp and Rackets, 5:30 in Discord. Mr. Rackets, the other half of Rupp and Rackets.
Rupp and Rackets, 5:30 in Discord. I'll put together I'll put together like a point parlay or something for tonight for the show.
Very interesting. Maybe. Nice. I like it. Evan Hand, final words.
Rigged.
And for Howie Dewey, Jesus Christ, Howie Dewey, Joey Rackets, Bill Rupp, Evan Hand. I am Tommy G. Get over to 4deep.com. Promo code VIP20, 20% off. Granted, it's not the greatest day today. Saturday's fucking bonanza. Full slate of college basketball. UFC with monster fights. Fucking 7 bowl games. NFL games. Oh, it's going to be fucking mayhem this week in our Discord. I'll probably be on a 72-hour bender in the fucking chat, voice chat with everyone. Bill Rupp
on Sunday again.
Bill Rupp will wake up to fucking piss. I mean, listen, that's my best thing. I'm killing all the other sports. Fuck the NFL. Bill Rupp wake up to piss at 5 a.m. Tell me to go to bed. But get over to 4deep.com, promo code VIP20, 20% off. And tune in tomorrow. Do not miss tomorrow. We're going to do some giveaways. And we have the fucking bowl betting guy dropping tomorrow. So we'll give you guys a little preview.
I have my $50 giveaway tonight also.
$50 giveaway tonight. We'll see if anyone can win that. Good luck. Stay cashing, motherfuckers.
Let's go!